An interesting report prepared by the Aerospace Defense Forces circulating in the Kremlin today states that the subcritical nuclear test conducted by the United States last Wednesday was in preparation for a much larger atomic explosion being planned by the Americans, whose fears are rising over the sudden emergence of a mysterious underground pyramid in Alaska believed to be rising to the surface. According to Western news sources confirming this atomic explosion, the United States National Nuclear Security Administration posted on their website that a day earlier it had conducted Pollux, the U.S. 27th subcritical nuclear experiment since signing the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. Pollux was a first-of-its-kind subcritical test involving a scale model nuclear warhead primary, though this fact wasn't mentioned in their press release. The CTBT allows these underground explosive experiments on plutonium as long as they don't sustain a chain reaction. However, the U.S. has not allowed international inspectors access to its test site since the late 1990s, so the veracity of its claims that it didn't conduct a very small nuclear explosion cannot be established. Since the formation of the CTBT, subcritical experiments have been under attack because of their proliferation risks. Even though this unannounced atomic blast was widely condemned by virtually every nation in the world, ranging from US ally Japan to American foe Iran, this VKO report states that fears rather than arrogance was the most likely motivator for the Obama regime's conducting such a test in the first place. The American fears mentioned in this report center around the mysterious events now occurring in Alaska's Yukon-Charlie Rivers National Preserve region near the Canadian border, where on September 27 a tremendous explosion shattered this region's peace, and where local news reports state that no one has been on the ground there yet, but overflight photographs have revealed a slumping area that is steaming and looks a lot like a mini volcano crater. Russian seismic stations located in the Arctic, this report says, were, however, able to detect an anomalous pyramid-shaped structure resting beneath the surface of the Yukon-Charlie explosion area both on September 27, when the initial event occurred, and last week due to the atomic blast that, likewise, rippled through the surface of our planet. Important to note is that when China exploded its largest underground nuclear test on May 22, 1992, geologists and seismologists used that event to study the Earth's crust and discovered another large pyramid-shaped structure underground in western Alaska between Mount McKinley and Nome on Norton Sound. An Anchorage, Alaska Channel 13 television broadcast is reported to have aired one news story in the fall of 1992 about the China nuclear test and subsequent pyramid discovery, but to date no official U.S. reports have been released about this strange event. Dubbed the Dark Pyramid by independent American researchers, this first anomaly was investigated by Emmy Award-winning investigative journalist Linda Moulton Howe, who in her 2012 report, titled Update on Alleged Underground Alaskan Dark Pyramid, noted numerous mysterious elements to this story, including that the area bordered by these underground pyramids, called the Alaskan Triangle, has become a devil's graveyard of lost ships, airplanes, and missing people where, since 1988, approximately 16,000 people have vanished. As Mayan apocalypse fears continue to spread around the world, including in Russia where millions have begun stockpiling food and supplies, Prime Minister Medvedev, and after his becoming aware of this VKO report, seemingly joked to a reporter, he thought he was speaking to off the record, that each Russian leader gets 2 folders with information about extraterrestrials that visited our planet and stayed here. The importance of Medvedev's statement lies in this VKO report, further noting that on November 23, Russian satellite forces tracked a massive triangular craft, of unknown origin, from the Ontario province of Canada on its flight to the Yukon-Charlie region, where it then disappeared seemingly directly into the ground. To what the true significance of this VKO report may be, it is important to note that, according to earthsky.org, the Solar System will not cross the galactic plane on December 21, 2012, or on any other date in 2012, or any time soon. Sure, our Milky Way galaxy is flat and round, like a pancake. And yes, the Sun does weave in and out of the galaxy's flat plane. However, astronomers have determined that we're currently moving away from, not toward the galactic plane. By astronomers' estimates, our solar system last crossed the plane of the Milky Way galaxy some 3 million years ago. We won't do so again for another 30 million years. And, with the US now reporting that at least 25 million of its citizens are stockpiling for a doomsday, the real significance, perhaps, of this most ominous of dates is not for what will actually happen, but for what the aftermath of such an historic non-event will leave in its wake.